welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Shon Black Thought and Mac. Oh, yeah. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We will be talking about, do you have an obligation to keep your pets in check while you are out and about? So if you were out and about, do you have an obligation to keep your pets in check while you are out? And because I believe that there's a lot of people out there that don't believe that they have to keep their daggone pets in check while they're out. And the only reason why I say this is because there was an incident close to where I live at, and the the owner of said pet, she decided she was going to let her dog out, to do whatever the dog wanted to do. Right? So the dog goes out, does what he wants to do, or she, because I don't know if it's a he or a she. And she goes out, or he goes out, or they go out, or whatever the dog is, right? And the dog attacks another person. Attacks him. They are now attacked. They have been assaulted by this animal. Because this animal was not on a leash. And so the question is, do you, as a homeowner, as an owner of a pet, do you have the obligation to keep your animal from destroying or hurting other people? You know what I mean? Do you have that obligation? Dogs, cats, like if you own a cat, is your cat, are you to have your cat running amok in the neighborhood? Is your cat somebody else's problem? Is your cat supposed to be somebody else's problem? That's what I want to know. I want to know if I have a cat or a dog or a bird or a mouse or whatever it is that I have, is that animal supposed to be somebody else's problem? Because I don't think so, man. Look, I've never been one of those. I've never been like a animal lover. Okay. Um, I've never been one of those. I like animals, but I've never been an animal lover. You know how people, they just love animals. They eat, breathe, and sleep animals. They are animal people. They love to lay in the bed with animals. They let their animals lay in the bed and crawl on the couch. And some people allow their cats to be on the furniture and on the counters and all of that. I've never been that individual. I'm not allowing my animal to kiss my mouth. I've never been that in love with my animals. So my question to you out there is, if you're that person, if you allow your animal to be on your furniture, if you allow your animal to be on your couch, if you allow your animal to be on your counters, if you allow your animal to run amok in your house, do you have an obligation to keep that animal within the confines of your home? Should your cat be all over the neighborhood? Should your dog be all over the neighborhood? And if you walk your dog, should your dog have permission to be off the leash and potentially hurt other people? That is the question that I'm asking. I believe the answer to that question is no. I believe that the answer is that no, nobody's animals should have that kind of access. Uh, I don't believe that people should own animals and do nothing with them. I think that if you own an animal, it's your responsibility to keep that animal, whatever it is that you like to do, but that should never be anybody else's problem. Like, for example, I came out, so my backyard, I where I live at, my neighbor's backyard and our backyard are connected. Now, he doesn't have any animals, I don't have any animals. But where I live at, these people here believe that their cats have rights. So they have cats wandering all over the place. They're just wandering. I open the back door, there's cat just sitting there. Why is your cat at my house? No, I don't have anything against the cat personally, but I don't care for your cat being at my house. I don't own a cat. Why is your cat drinking the water out of one of my planters? Why is your cat jumping on my furniture or outside furniture or crawling across? Like, why is your cat there? I don't get it. I don't get why people believe that their animals matter more than your privacy. So, because why have a cat if it just roams outside? If your cat is outside all day doing whatever it's doing, then why is that cool that your cat is in other people's property and does other things with other? Like, I don't understand that. Same thing with your dog. I my I don't own an animal. Why is your dog at my house? And if I do own a dog, right? And my dog is outside and I'm out walking my dog, why is your dog attacking me and my animal? These are the questions that you have to ask and I'd like to hear from people. I want to know, no judgment, why they believe that that's what's up. Why they believe that's a thing. Why do they believe that they're supposed to be able to allow their animal to do whatever he or she wants them to do? I don't understand that. I mean, that's insane. That's insane. Um, yeah, so what I want to do is kind of read you an account of what happened. I want to read an account of what happened there. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe I don't have it. I wish I did. Thought I did. It was in my notifications. Okay, here it goes. I found it, ladies and gentlemen. Let me read here. You see, I'm on my phone and I'm reading what it says. It said, attacked again by the big white dog, whose owner lives on Ridgefield. This time on blank across from the tennis courts. Was lucky this time as I heard the dog's leash rattling on the pavement, and I was able to pick up my two dogs. Again, the owner was a spectator and just watched. It wasn't until I yelled at her to get her bleeping dog did she calmly, slowly walk over and get it. Again, no apology, just walks off with the dog. Last time, people who know her said that her language problem was for no apology. But those who know her, please tell me why she just watches as her dog attacks. I know this well, I know where I know who she is. I don't know her personally, but I know what I can tell you that she doesn't. Well, she pretends like. Well, she doesn't really speak English. Okay, let's leave it at that. She doesn't really speak English, but she understands enough to know. Okay, she doesn't care. She doesn't care. She's just one of those people who doesn't. She believes that her dog, should be able to do whatever she wants to. And it's not even really her dog anyway. They're calling. Some people are calling for her to be, call the police, call this, call that, do this, do that. But my question again is why? Why are we allowing people to do such things? Why? What's the point? Like, I don't understand the point. You're walking down the street. There's a dog there. The dog is in your view. You see the dog is there, and why isn't your dog on a leash? There's no rhyme or reason. There's no explanation. Um, I personally believe that people just don't care. They just don't care. They don't care about other people's stuff. It goes back to what we talked about on Monday, which is culture. Culturally, people are different now. Culturally, people come from different places, different parts of the world, where your privacy doesn't matter to them. Your space doesn't matter to them because they don't come from a place where privacy and space mean anything. So, what is it? Your yard, my yard. So what? You have a fence. So what? You're walking with your two dogs minding your own business. If my dog wants to go over there and attack you, I'll just let it do it. Who cares? They don't care. They don't care. They have no respect for you and yours, and I mean in the world in general. It's just not people who come from other countries. I think it's just the world in general. The world in general just doesn't have any respect for other people and their property and their things. This is the reason why I'm asking the question. Do you have a responsibility to keep your pets under control? The answer should be easy. The answer should be yes. But there are people out there who might think differently, and I want to hear from you. Whether you hear in the stream now or you see this later on, I need to know what your thoughts are. Give me your thoughts. I know it's not a particularly fun topic, but we talk about a wide range of things here. The Shon Black podcast is where everyday talk happens. This is every day. This is what's being talked about on an app called Nextdoor. On Nextdoor, they are discussing this. This happened about 3 days ago. Uh, they're posting all kinds of stuff, and then I never really understood. Also, never understood the thing with the cats too. Going back to the cats, I never really understood why people are emotional when cats get hit by cars. I mean, I was on this app where the lady was trying to figure out who unalived her cat, like a mystery, like the first 48 for her cat. It was wild. It was wild. It was absolutely insane. I know that the unaliver is out there. I need justice. Is what her post was saying. Absolutely crazy. And so there's one here. Unalived black cat while on palms. And then let's see, what did they say about the unalived cat? And then, you know what I'm saying? Sorry for the owners. Said, poor kitty, thanks for not posting the picture of the unalived cats. Rest in peace. Like, son, that's weird. That's actually strange. That's actually super strange. I don't know. I think it's weird personally. I personally think that that's weird. I don't, and then again, I don't want to cast any judgment. If you are one of those people who has a affection for animals and you feel like the animals deserve to have their voices heard, drop your stuff in the comments. I just never been that guy. It's never been that important to me. I like animals, you know, from afar, right? I like them from afar. Um, yeah. So that was something that I wanted to throw out there as a question today. Breaking news: Fuji producer John Forte found in Massachusetts unalived at the age of 50. Rest in peace to John Forte. I know who he is from the the music and stuff like that, but when you hear about somebody who passes away, you wanna give them your condolences. Um, who else? Oh, snap. TK Carter. Punky from Punky Brewster. Do you guys remember Punky Brewster? Punky. Unalive at 69. What else? Nothing really going on, man, in the world. you know, we won't do any political stuff here. We don't do politics anymore. Only if there's something real crazy, we'll do that. But let me know about your pets. Do you when you walk your dogs, do you walk them without a leash? You know what I mean? Do you when you're out there with your animals, you know what I mean? What do you do? I don't know. I think that people just gotta start respecting people's spaces, man. They gotta start respecting what people got going on. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. What else do we got going on? I don't. I got this crazy tickle in my throat. I don't know what the heck it is. My nose feels like it's itching, like right here. I don't know what the heck that is. But you have to have crazy water on you at all times. That wasn't enough. Texans beat the Steelers 30-6. Wow. I didn't even see the game. I should have been watching it, but I didn't even see the game. Let's see what else. I don't know. Nothing really going on in the world, man. Nothing in pop culture really. Just those two individuals who passed away. Rest in peace to those brothers. I'm glad that you stink Fansky lost his job. That's good. You know, I'm glad Oregon didn't win. And I am happy. Oh man, they're trying to this dude Javante Davis, man. Um, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Javante Davis. He is a championship boxer. I don't know what weight class he's in. Good boxer. I think he fought Jake, one of the Pauls, recently. But this dude, they got a arrest warrant. I thought it was fake. So when I saw it, I thought it was fake. I was like, they ain't got no arrest warrant for this. They talking about arrest warrant issued for boxer Javante Davis. And he got some crazy charges, bro. Like, son, when you get this kind of money, okay? You got a girlfriend or an ex-girlfriend, and you worth millions and millions of dollars. What be wrong with you people? Now, I'm not telling you to go out and fornicate. I'm not telling you to go out and do things that you shouldn't be doing. I'm not saying that at all. But what I am saying is come on with that. Come on. Let's stop that. Why are you even approaching anybody with some son? You got 40 some on million. You're worth let's say you're worth $100 million. You're getting like 80 million a fight. Why do you care what these chicks are doing? There are so many other women out there, bro. It's like 70-1. What are you talking about? You allegedly doing things to your ex. Like, son, why do you care? What? I don't understand, son. You know what it be? These dudes that get this money, bro, they got low self-esteem. It doesn't matter how much bread they get. It doesn't matter how flashy they look. It doesn't matter what kind of cars they drive. It doesn't matter about none of that. None of that. Inside, you are a destroyed, distraught, sorry, sissy of a human being. I got 40 million. I'm making 40 to 80 million a fight. I got 300 million in the bank. I do not care who you are when it comes to my love life, because guess what? There's somebody there that will replace you instantly. Instantly. I'm not arguing with you on the phone, texting back and forth. You. Yeah, yeah, Mike. Yeah, go ahead and just give me another phone, dog. We're not even dealing with this. Yeah, if she shows up, you know what to do. Yeah, okay. That's it. That's it. Don't care. Don't care. Shit. It's nothing else. Nothing else. Sorry, dog. Oh my goodness, these dudes is crazy, bro. I can't even begin to tell you how crazy all of that even sounds. Like, you really are going, like, son, they got a warrant for your arrest, allegedly. People like, son, you gotta say respectfully. Ain't no respect. No respect. Respect what? You got $40 million. You got, son. You make it. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. That's what you ought to be. You should be ashamed of yourself that you even mentioned in any kind of scandal at all with any of them chicks. Like, bro, you supposed to be looking around like, what? Who? Who is that again? We used to date. I'd be like, date? Did I date that chick? I don't know you. I do that now. Like, son, I'm that person. Bro, I do that now. What do you mean, son? Like, I be sitting there, dudes be like, yo, son, remember this, that? I be like, especially if it's like we had some off joint, like it was like, you know what I'm saying? We separated because of this or that. Son, I don't know you. And those are like friends, like people that used to be like, I used to chill with. Like, imagine if it's like me at a single rate in my life and there's just, son, what? It ain't nothing. Look, who are you again? Yeah. How did you get in here? Well, check this out. Yeah, Matthew. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you know what to do. All right. Yeah. That's it. Going to no daggone can for some chick that I don't even know. Or that we used to have a light to go, son, dude, that was his baby mama. I don't care who it was. You going to jail, you can't get no bread. You gotta waste money fighting legal battles because it was your baby mama. The heck out of here. Like, some people are just, I don't know. I don't know. I don't care. Like, people are sick. People are sick. Sick, sick, sick. All right, we gonna drop it right here, ladies and gentlemen. Always remember, even if you don't catch the show, go into the comments, like it, subscribe, put your notification bells on so you can know whenever we go live. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 7:30 to whenever. The phone lines are always open. Uh not tomorrow, Friday. It is movie and TV Fridays. That's what we're doing on the show on Fridays. We'll be talking about all the shows that we do. All the shows that we watch, all the TV shows that we watch. Come with your list. I came with mine. Was heavy last week. Last Friday my joint was heavy. Make sure you come with yours. Also, I'm gonna be talking about active episodes. So if you don't like spoilers, there might be some parts you're gonna check out, or at least tell me in the chat, like, listen, Black, I ain't see that yet. Let me know. I'm definitely try to skip over it the best that I can. Um, yeah, and that's about it. As always, take care of yourself and others. Keep your dogs out of people's. Don't let people's dogs get attacked. Well, yeah, don't let your dog attack other people. I said that backwards. Also, and keep your cats. If you have cats, if that's your thing, your cats don't belong to the whole planet. Not everybody loves your cats. Keep your cats to yourself. As always, peace as we chuck it out. Love.